James, what are you excited about this year's RAADfest, and say some past RAADfest events?
Well, obviously, I think right off the bat, I'll just say I'm excited about seeing a lot of people that I haven't seen for a while and meeting new people. But I think as far as the whole experience there, um, I'm really looking forward to some new in-depth exchanges about two things. One, you mentioned about people getting past the fear of death. There's going to be some really great conversations, and that's really, we don't realize that it's really important for our immune systems and our strength personally to be able to get, I'll say, through what we need to get through, like this pandemic, for example, and so many things we face in this world today. We have to have a strong resolve to get through them. And so I'm excited about the conversations, and I think the clarity that's going to be there of how to do that, along with new innovations that I'm seeing that are going to be there that I'm interested in doing and experiencing more. And also the talks on, of course, going along with that are the talks on which I'm interested in, is the blood transfer talks. Uh, I'm sorry.
What plasma?
Yeah, blood plasma exchange. Excuse me. And along with that, I'm really interested in the rapamycin. I think Dr. Lofkin has gone really in depth on this, as a few others that he's working with and a team, and we're going to hear some really great. I think. Well, he says he's got some interesting results on this that people will be interested in, and how to really administer it if you're interested. And so we're going to learn a lot about not only get the information but how to apply it. So this is Bill Falloon's big mission too, is not just get the information out there, but make things very applicable for people, educate them how to use it and to apply it to their everyday health and welfare.
And I think what's great about RAADfest and getting together is that you would meet people that have done their little anecdotal therapies for themselves at work that you wouldn't learn otherwise, that they say, hey, this really worked for me. If it was, say, semaglutide, for weight loss, for example,
Yeah.
or they used PPR, or they used, this new alternative to a statin that didn't have any side effects, things like that, which they learn about by talking to people. That's what's so great about Interact.
Yeah, you're so right about that, Brian. That's the power of collective intelligence that I speak about a lot. Yeah, and I think it's enormous when you're able to share, this information personally with people, like you said, and because some of these innovations there's a bit of fear about, but when you see other people do them and come out so good, I mean, it's pretty simple that, then it kind of dispels the fear you have in your own person of doing them because they're new, and nothing else. People can tell us that, oh, these are benign, you don't have to worry about them. But, there's always that question. But then when you see a lot of people do them and they're having great experiences and no negative side effects. So that's just one of the benefits. And amongst, just building the attitude we need to have with each other to really, forego this path.
It is so important right now, because a lot of this is so new that it is so important to have people around that you can compare notes with and share anecdotally what works, what doesn't. Sometimes it comes down to like dosage.
Exactly.
It could be a protocol that works. You just don't know the proper way to apply it.
Exactly.
So it is so important because we don't really have built out programs for a lot of these protocols. So it's actually vital to be able to compare notes with other people.
I think that's part of building a community, right?
You network,
you share each other, just like, like sharing what you love, what you like, That's why sometime in the early days of social media, I feel like that's what it was. It was what people got together, was just to discover more about other people that they meet, that they would never meet. But then, having an event like RAADfest, I think it's important because I've just by meeting people along the way, you never know how to connect. Just like Brian and I mean, like, he's totally into life extension. We're both like, when we talk, we'll be in a space together and we just geek out. We'll just talk about, right, Brian?
Oh my God, we geek out. People like,
Yeah.
can't even believe it.
That's great. That's great.
But imagine being in a room full of people like us, Brian.
Yeah, exactly. That's the power of connection, and like you said, the power of community. And look, we live in the day, this age of the internet and so forth, and it's great. You can learn a lot on the internet. I mean, I'm grateful for it because we had to do virtual events, for 2 years, and with People Unlimited and RAADfest, and it was good. But there's nothing like being in the presence of each other. There's something that happens. I don't know. I tend to call it that the happening that when we really connect and there's that connective energy flowing, it stimulates new a synapses in the brain that you don't get through the internet. And people will say, "Oh, I can learn everything I want to learn on the internet," and you can, but it doesn't always come to fruition. It doesn't always come to clarity as much as when you're somehow in person. This is my own. I mean, I've done both, and I'm grateful for the internet. But man, when you're in, that's why we want to get back as soon as we could with People Unlimited, and we've been doing that for 4 months after being virtual, because the events then and the connection, the human connection, is so much more powerful, and the information is assimilated so much better.
Yeah, it's well, some of this stuff you can't get on the internet because it hasn't gotten to the internet yet. But you also are not getting the context if you're just sort of going out there and looking up, one of these guys, and you're
Yeah.
not getting the context.